What was like your bottom point?
When I went to prison, like, that's the bottom of the bottom. They're like, hell, goddamn.
Not jail, but prison.
Prison, like the jail, prison, two everything, you know what I'm saying? Like jail, all of it, you locked up, but when you go to prison, like, that shit be something different.
How much prison time did you have to do?
I just got out. I've been out for like 6 months. I was locked up for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, level 5, like maximum security prison.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we can. I ain't true.
What landed you into prison initially?
Like, a few, like, and I was young, I racked up a couple felonies, like 3 or 4 different cases. So then I just got tried for all 3 or 4 different cases at one time, like some drug charge, gun charge, you know, like typical young dude stuff.
Was it something that you were able to get a plea deal offered, or?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I had like 2 good lawyers, and they actually got me a little program. But me being me, I get to the program, and I initially only supposed to be locked up like 6 to 9 months, but in the process of being in there and stuff like that, I ended up turning that to 2 years.
How?
I got a program. I got the program. My lawyers got me a program. When I went to the program, I stayed in the program like 20 days, and then I got into it with some dudes, and long story short, they kicked me out of the program.
I see.
So when they kicked me out of the program, I had to get re-sentenced. They ended up giving me 2 years. So I just came home for the 2 years like 5, 6 months ago.
So like a fight?
Exactly.
Now, I thought when people had fights, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, like when people have fights in prison, and you know, I watch shows like Lock Up on MSNBC.
See, but they had sent me to a program before they sent me to prison, like on some, you finish the program quick, you go home quick.
Ah,
me,
okay.
Young and done, I get to the program and wild out, and they sent me right to prison.
Ah, okay. I understand now. So it wasn't like you were in prison already, you got into a fight, and then that led to an extra charge of time.
Like, I got into like a real like big altercation, like a couple of my dudes, couple they do, like me and a white dude got into an altercation or whatever, and he tried to hit me with a lock, like, and just went from there, like. But in the program, you know, it's the same thing. It's on the prison ground. It's just y'all in the program, like, trying to finish the program. But I knew from the first day I went to the program I wasn't gonna make it. Like, y'all might well send me to prison. Like, as soon as I got there, they put me in the shower for like 4 hours, cause me and one of the officers got into it, so they set me in the shower. So the first day I told my lawyer and my mama, like, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Like, but it happened in like 21 days. I stayed in the program like 21 days.
Now that plea deal that you got, if you like took it to trial and said no plea deal, what would you have faced initially?
Oh, man. Like, through the grace of God, I really got blessed, like, cause the type of charges I had, like niggas be doing some 10 years, at least 7, like, possession of a firearm, while on first offender probation, like, they're like 5 years out of dribble, but I had 2 good lawyers, like, talked in my favor.
I see. What was your family's reaction to the plea deal? And
everybody was kind of like devastated, cause no one actually thought I was going to prison. Everybody thought I was gonna come home, but shit ain't work like that though.
What did the lawyers think?
The lawyers thought I was like, initially I hired the first lawyer, but I felt like he was trying to give me away, like, so I hired a new lawyer. So I had 2 lawyers at the time. Then once the second lawyer was kind of still telling me what the first lawyer was telling me, which was like they asking for 2 years, cause they was asking for 2 years out of dribble. Like, if I ain't want to take no plea or go to trial, nothing, like, they give me 2 years, I could take the 2 years a day, and long story short. So I ain't want to take the 2 years. You know, I had a lot going on at the time. I ain't want to take the 2 years, so I just told my lawyer, like, to try to bargain and bargain and bargain. So I pleaded guilty to let the judge make a decision. So the judge gave me a drug program, like, for addicts, like, for real drug addicts. So once I got there, it was like real addicts there, like a rehab. So I knew I wasn't going to do that. Like, I ain't had no drug problem.
It sounds so easy. Just do the program and you're done.
Man, that shit could have been a lot easier, but, you know, everything happened for a reason. That's what it was.
I see. Now, when you actually do go to prison, you said it was a level 5?
And they sent me to a maximum security prison out of trouble. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be there, like, but it is what it is. But the shit's so crazy, like, a couple of my close partners, like, they got, like, life sentences, like, a lot of time, like 200 years type shit. I ended up in the same prison they was in, like, and 2 of my real cousins, like, same last name, same everything. They both got like 2 life sentences. And one of my other little buddies from the hood, so it ain't turn out bad. know what I'm saying? It's all bad because you're in prison, but they happen to put me somewhere with some of the bros, so. Shit,
Were they surprised to see you there?
What? Like, everybody like, damn, you don't need to put, like, niggas didn't think I was gonna be the one to go to, like, everybody already been going, like, I used to think, like, I ain't going, like, the bros, they do enough time for me and them, like, but being crazy, like, cautious, making little boy mistakes, shit, ended me in prison.
Now, what was your first night in prison like?
Man, I got into a fight the first night, like, some of the homies, like, some of the dudes who was in there, like, I did something wrong or something what I wasn't supposed to do or whatever, so I'm sitting in my room. My first night in prison, I'm sitting in my room, I'm just chilling. Nigga come in my room like, hey, put your boots on. I'm like, what? Nigga like, put your boots on, meet me at the shower. I mean, meet us in the closet. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I put my boots on. When I put my boots on, like 10 niggas sitting at the closet. So shit, I walk on over there. Shit, nigga telling me this and that, like what I did wrong, what I was supposed to do, like. So nigga like, I gotta give another nigga a fade, like, me and the nigga got a hit, like. So shit, we went in there and the crazy thing, like the nigga like a bigger homie or whatever, and I blistered him, like, the worst way. So first day, like, I set the standard, like, the shot ain't going out bad, like, period. Like, ever since then, that's what it was.
Now, you didn't have a long time in prison compared to a lot of other people.
Compared to everybody in the dorm. Like, damn, like, it's 100 people in the dorm. Like, 85 of the people had life sentences. Like, 10 of them probably got 20 years, 15 years. I was, like, the only person in there with a short period of time.
Does that create a sense of envy, a sense of jealousy?
Like, definitely. Then, like, I already was getting money on the street, so when I got there, it's like, I knew how to work it or whatever, you know, different people. Then I catch on quick, like, real quick. So, shit, I got in there, I started moving how I move, like, niggas hated, like, I got something going on and I'm going home, like, and niggas definitely hated it, like, definitely.
How did you pass the time?
Shit on the cell phone, arguing with a girl or something, just, shit, smoking.
Did you rap inside?
I ain't rap, like, but I was telling niggas, like, when I get out, bro, I'm just going to rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, like, man, you need to rap, like, you got the image, like, I know you can rap, like, what niggas be rapping about, you really be doing, like, but I'm like, you know, that ain't me, I ain't no rapper, but, you know, sometimes, like, in a hole, you locked down 24 hours, ain't down to anybody that write a rhyme in there, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote a couple raps and stuff, but I left all that shit in there, honestly.
And I always ask that, too, because some people leave the stuff behind, and some people, like, you know, they take it with them, but they don't use anything. And then some people actually use some of the lyrics.
But it's some talented people in that prison system, but I'm talking about talented, like, I used to pay niggas every night to come to my door and rap for me, like, pay a nigga a couple bags of chips or something, just come rap for me. Like, I love music, like, before I ever thought about rapping, I just always have a passion for music, though, like, I'm a real fan of music, like rap music.
Now, somebody watching this, let's say they're about to head to prison themselves.
Right.
What are some do's and don'ts inside prison? What would you tell that person?
Stay to yourself, you know what I'm saying? But right now, the prison system so gang bang, like, if you ain't in no gang, like, depending on where you go, it'd be kind of hard. The only thing I could do is tell somebody, like, on the way to prison, like, you gotta be a man, like, it's man up time, you know what I'm saying? No flaws. Whether you scared, win or lose, like, stand up for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Respect go a long way. On the street, in jail, whatever, just carry yourself like you demand respect and respect other people. You ain't gonna have no hard time.
And I was gonna ask you that too when it comes to gangs. Can one survive without being in a gang?
You gotta be tough though down there. Like, there's a lot of niggas like, bro, I ain't gonna be in no gang. Like, I ain't banging, I don't bang. And 2 years later, they end up in the gang. Like, it's a lot of pressure because you got like 100 niggas in the dorm, like 98 of them gang bang. So it's like, you gonna be by yourself or what, you know what I'm saying? Or most people who don't gang bang, they run with a gang. Like, you might be from Atlanta, so you might be cool with these Bloods or these Crips, and you really just run with these Crips. Or you run with these Bloods or GDs, whatever the case may be, but gangland for sure.
Now, you fought on your first night. Did you have to fight any more during your bid?
Yeah, I got into a lot of fights, like, lost fights, all that. Like, you gonna fight. You in a, like, then they put you by age group, so just say if you from 18 to like 24, 9 times out of 10, you gonna be in a dorm with nothing but 18 to 24, young niggas. So they got life sentences, so you know you gonna have to fight, like, definitely, like, for sure.
When you were fighting, were you defending yourself or were you the aggressor?
You know, sometimes nigga might be the aggressor, you know what I'm saying? You have to defend yourself, like, nah, that shit prison, that shit like a whole different world. You know, a nigga might say something slick what you don't feel like you should let slide and you be the aggressor on it. Or a nigga might say something to you slick, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't go for that, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the situation is.
Thinking back about your fights in prison, could any of them have been avoided? Or some were unavoidable?
Yeah, a lot of them, like, me just wake up, bad mood, nigga say something. Like, I'm like, they hit, like, I want to fight, you know what I'm saying? I swing on you or whatever. A lot of that shit could have been avoided, but some of that shit, like, you and your roommate have a problem and the problem gonna keep going until somebody put their foot down, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm trying to put my foot down first.
Did you have to do solitary confinement?
Yeah, I stayed in the hole, like, caught with a phone, jump on somebody or get in a fight, or I stayed in the hole, like.
What's that like?
Like, hell, like, 24-hour lockdown, you don't do nothing, like, you go to the bathroom and shackles, like, put your hand in the door for them, put your handcuff for you can take a shower, you in the shower with handcuffs on, like, that shit get real, like real.
How does one not go crazy by themselves 24 hours?
Go crazy, they go crazy, all day long. Like, now you never met somebody who just got out of prison, they kind of throw it off, like, that shit be real. Like, you gotta be strong, like, only the strong survive and that type shit.
Craziest thing you've seen locked up in prison?
Nigga get their ear chopped off, like, pew, blood ski everywhere like a movie, like, from here all the way to the top of the ceiling, like. The Mexicans and the white dudes got into it. One of the Mexicans, like, chopped the white dude whole ear off. Like, that shit got real.
Do you think he went deaf maybe because of the way his ear?
I don't know, I ain't never seen him again, but he chopped his whole ear off, though. I know that for a fact.
What about rape? Does that happen in prison?
Yeah. Like, it ain't so much of how people try to make it seem, you know what I'm saying? But throughout the system, like, it's some dudes in there who been locked up 30 years, like, 40 years, like, they fuck boys, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do, like, little young dudes or even older dudes. It's basically like how you carry yourself. Like, if you carry yourself where a nigga feel like they could try you on some of that rape type shit, like, that's what it's gonna be. But nigga just don't really just randomly try a nigga, like, I'm finna rape him. Like, it don't really go like that. It be on some, nigga probably be kind of semi-gay anyway, and nigga trying some shit like that.
Now, have you ever seen that show on MSNBC called Lock Up?
Yeah, I used to watch that shit before I went to prison. Like, now you can't pay me to watch that shit. Like,
is that an accurate depiction of prison life?
Not really, because nigga ain't gonna show you but so much on camera. You know what I'm saying? When them cameras leave, when them officers walk out them buildings, it's a whole different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what kept you, I mean, I know you didn't have a lot of time, but what kept you motivated for the time that you were in there?
Nigga just gotta get through it, like, no matter what the time go, you know what I'm saying? So no matter if I'm in a hole, we on lockdown, or I'm reading a book, whatever, the time ticking. So whatever you could do to pass the day, but it's definitely a day by day though. Whatever I can do to pass the day, whatever I can do.
What about visitation with your family?
I'm stiff on that. Like, my mama used to have to surprise me, like, I don't want no visitation. Like,
and I've heard that. I've heard some people don't want it. They just want to do their time, get it over with. And some people, they have to have visitation. They love visitation.
Yeah, some people, like, a lot of people with a lot of time, like, you know, that's all they got. So, of course, with me, like, I'm straight. Y'all don't got to come see me. But my mama and they'll just pop up anyway. Like, girls and stuff, like, I want to get on your visitation. I'm like, nah. Like, but the only time I would let somebody come and see me, like, they doing something for me, like, and I don't just want to stiff them out of the way, so I just let them come see me once or twice. But just like every weekend visitation, nah.
How far away were your family from where you were stationed at?
I've been stationed at different places, like, you know, before I went to prison, I was at Rice Street. That's like right in the metro area. Then one place I was like 5 hours, another place I was like 2.5 hours, another place like 1 hour. Like, so everywhere in the.
So you were close. You weren't that far.
You going, like, if it's not federal, like a state charge, you're going to be in Georgia. So it's going to be somewhere in Georgia.
Now, again, I know you didn't have a lot of time, but El Chapo escaped prison twice. Did you ever have thoughts on breaking out or no?
Like, you know, them niggas who be having a long time, like, you really ain't no breaking out that shit. You gotta just, it's ways to do it, but if you got money like El Chapo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely ways, like, man, if I had a lot of time, like, nigga had to come get me in a helicopter, like, for real, like, ain't no way in the hell nigga sitting there all their life and just sit there, like, helicopter, come get me, like, son, fuck that.